with the fifth and final episode of Winter Brass. Thank you for tuning in. So eventually, Norman started to lose track of time. He'd forget where he was, forget to eat, forget to play. His music, which was once clear and bright, became muddled, the notes blurring together. Some days he'd wake up and find himself halfway across the city with no idea how he got there. People started to recognize him, not because of his music, though. They knew him as the old man who wandered and muttered to himself. The one who sometimes forgot to put on his shoes before leaving the room. In the end, Norman died alone. In that tiny room with the creaky dresser, the landlord found him after a few days. The saxophone was lying right next to him. The mouthpiece was still warm. They said it was dementia, but Norman had been slipping away for years, long before his mind started to fade. At the funeral, there were a few people. The man with the trumpet, the little girl's mother, the man who laughed at the mansion joke. They didn't know his name, they didn't know much about him, but they did know that he was a brilliant musician. And as they lowered his casket into the ground of the military cemetery, the wind picked up, carrying the faint sound of a saxophone, like a ghost's whisper. Maybe it was just a city, or maybe for once, Norman was finally being heard. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. This was the fifth and final episode of Winter Brass. Take care of yourself.